Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today's video, as you saw by the site, it's bright and it's early, so I'm so sorry. But as you saw by the title, we'll be doing a full day wear test, that's what the thing is, of the new NYX Plump Right Back collection. I also have the Electrolytes kind of gloss here, so we'll talk. First, if you guys like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and without further ado, let's just get started. So I felt like, people like mention these kind of products as they tried new products, which is very common nowadays because we get so much, there's so many releases at one time, like it's no longer like, the daily news when one brand releases something, it's like 8 brands all at the same day, ColourPop included. But I feel like no one was talking about like this collection, and I thought it was interesting because it is so unique that I wanted to do a full day wear test and to see really like what it does. I also do have the NYX Bear With Me concealer as well, which we'll try today, but we're gonna focus on the other products here. So this is the Plump Right Back collection. So in the Plump Right Back collection, they actually only have the primer, the Plump Right Back setting spray, and then they have a sponge. Now, just so you guys are aware, the silicone sponge, it's stupid, I agree, but it's actually for the primer. So the silicone sponge, I don't have it, but I was reading up on it. It's $9, so I was like, I don't even want to just like for $10 really, like just a sponge. So I was gonna just get it for this video, but I was like, $10 is a lot of dollars. I'd rather save it for a different product where like the concealer is $11. Like, why a sponge versus concealer? Obviously I'm gonna get the concealer. So anyway, there's only 3 products in this collection, but I thought they were super, super cool. But the idea of Plump Right Back is that it's like plumping your skin. And so it's an interesting, to me, very interesting concept because no one really says it like that. I don't know how to explain it. No one says that. Like, you're either like illuminating, you're mattifying my skin, but to plump my skin right back is just a bold claim for a primer and a setting spray. A lip plumper, completely different, So we'll see. Now, the juice glosses are actually, they just have the same electrolytes, so this is not part of the collection. They're not the NYX Plump Right Back glosses, although I don't see why they just didn't do that. But this is this is juice gloss. It's electrolyte infused color, and I got the shade Coconut Chill, which is so freaking cute. So all right, let's jump right in with the primer because I have lots of other makeup to do. So the primer is $17 for the full size. You also can get a mini. One thing I love about NYX is that you can get the mini versions of their expensive primers. They are like $8 for a mini, where I feel like the full size should be $8 because we're talking drugstore, but it's okay. But you can get the mini if you wanted to try it. So there's that. I've had this for like a month now, probably. And I've used it quite a few times, honestly, over 5, and there's like it doesn't even look like I used it at all. So you get quite a lot of product. You get, is it gonna tell me? Oh, you get 1.01 fluid ounce, but it seems to be like a little bit goes a long way because I don't see any use really, and I've used it. So it says, skin instantly feels and looks plump, use alone or with foundation. Now, I think that's interesting about the primer too, is that it calls it a primer plus serum. I don't know why, a plumping serum plus primer. Like, I wouldn't wear this as a serum. So anyway, here it is here. It's just clear. I took way too much, but I'm just gonna put half on half of the face and half with the other half. To me, it has like a little bit of a tack to it, which is why I wouldn't wear it as a serum, just because it's not like liquidy. It's a little bit thicker because it's a little bit more gel, a little bit more tacky. So I don't know why they would market it like that, but I don't know. And I always go in with makeup afterwards, so maybe like after a second it stops, but you can totally see the difference in my skin. I look dull, asleep. This side I do look a little bit more, I don't want to say plump because plump, I don't look juicier, I just look awake. And so if that's the idea here, we'll take it because I really like that. I'm gonna give it a couple minutes for a second. This is one of the, while we're rating, this is one of the ones that I've tried. Again, this is the only one of the other products that I've tried and used the most. To me, for $17, I'm like, I really want you to do a lot more than this. But if you're someone who's looking for something that is super brightening, has a little bit of a tack to it, the tack did go down a little bit, but it's still like you could still feel that there's product on your face that something else would stick to. Like if your hair was flying around, it would probably stick to this. Not as bad as like the Milk Hydro Grip or the e.l.f., but like there's still a little bit of a tack to it, which is nice for makeup application. But for me, like, I look really good, but I could do this with an illuminating primer. So to me, it's like, I don't know. It really depends on what you're looking for with this primer for $17. For $17. But it did something. You could see that it did something. My skin looks brighter. It does look like more plump in a way, like more alive, I should say. It's one that, though, I will keep using just because it is a very special case kind of product. So yes. Very juicy. I guess I could see the plump kind of aspect to it because it's like juicy and that's like plumpy. So I understand. I like it. It to me is just not the sun and the moon and the stars for $17. I'm gonna show you guys up close and personal because, you know, you just get that way. It is very, like, gives this beautiful finish that's, you know, not a shimmer or not what is the word? An illuminating primer. So if you're someone who's looking for that kind of vibe too, this is definitely up your alley because it's doing this brightening thing without being an illuminating primer, a highlighter. Like, you know, it's not, there's no shimmers to it, there's no particles in it. It is just primer, but it's doing this like beautiful thing. Wrap. Messed up. I just read this now. So this is the Plump Finish. I don't know if that's in another language or what. It's with the Electrolytes setting spray, obviously by NYX, but it says plump the look of bare skin all day. What is the point of this if it goes on bare skin? I don't understand. It's gonna cover half my face though and see what happens. Let's do this half. Am I going crazy? Let me not. It does look a little bit more juicy. I don't think, like, again, I don't think my skin is literally plumping, but I think that this side does look a little bit more juicy now. Obviously, it's a water that you're spraying in here in your face, but it looks like a little bit more awake. Wow, yes. So the full size for this is $9.50. I have the mini, which is 1 fluid ounce, which is only $5. So I think if you're someone who's trying it, get the mini. Like, you don't need to get the full size. But if you're someone who, you know, really likes the way this is doing me, then get it. Yes, I really like this. I think I like this better than the primer, just because I feel like it really, like, woke my skin right up. There is a little bit of a tacky, like, they feel different here, and I think obviously it's because of the spray as well. So I'm gonna spray this side. Look at it, like, look up close. Like, you can see up close. I don't even know how to show you with out the lighting, but you can tell, like, that side is just brighter. It's a little bit more pick me up. Okay. Oh, sorry. I literally, so, like, genuinely, if I was leaving my house right now, I would feel really confident in my skin. I have a couple, like, blemishes here on this side, so maybe I'll add a little something. But honestly, I'm very happy with my skin right now. I can see how this is the skincare kind of vibe, though, because without makeup, it's fine. It is, like, tacky to me, so that's why I'm like, you can see. That's why it's giving me makeup vibes, but the way it looks on my skin is giving me skincare. So, like, even just compared to, like, my neck, my face is like a glowing goddess, and you know I'm obsessed with that vibe. Well, while we're here, we're gonna go in with the NYX This Is Gloss, just because my lips look dull and nasty, so I feel like this is the perfect time. This cost, oh my gosh, this is the only thing that I needed to check because I didn't know. And I had wrote down every other thing except for this one. I think these were like Oh, these were $8. They were $8, I remember. And so there was a couple other colors that I have like hearted in my cart that if this is good enough, I might pick up because the colors were really, really cute. But I love coconut, and so I was just like, let's go with Coconut Chill. It's like obviously a clear tube, so when you get the colored ones, they're colored in here. Nice long applicator. This is kind of scary. What if I... Huh, interesting. Yeah, I would go like that. I don't know, that's weird. And just put it on the bottom. Oh my gosh. So cute. I am getting coconut a little bit. It's not overly coconut. It smells like coconut though. I did have to stick it to my nose though to smell it, so if that changes anything for anyone, dude. It's like nice and thick, so it feels so moisturizing on my lips. Definitely a true star. Like my lips are juicing it up and they're not tingling. They're not doing anything. It's not buxom. It's not any of them. Too Faced is the other one. They're not the e.l.f. Plumping. They're literally just, it's literally just like a juicy gloss. I live. Okay. And then we're gonna go with the NYX concealer. I think I'm just gonna wear this like kind of like foundation probably. I obviously have never used the NYX concealer before, but that just applied it so beautifully. It did not stick to weird places. Like, you know how I kept saying the primer and the spray are like a little tacky. It didn't stick to weird places. It didn't do anything weird. It's just like literally blended out like a dream. So that's really, really nice. The coverage to it is really nice as well. Yeah, there's definitely a tackiness to the setting spray and the primer though. I can just feel it, so like under the sponge, which is like normal tacky primer, so that's good if you're someone who's looking for something that does more than just like quote brighten or plump. It's nice because it does have the tackiness, but if you're someone who's looking to use it as a serum, it is kind of too, for me in my opinion, too tacky. Like I wouldn't wear it as a serum. So it just really depends on what you're looking at for, but I really do like the foundation as well. So everything looks so good. I'm going to do the rest of my makeup. I will update you on patchiness, that kind of stuff, and then we'll wear it throughout. I just wanted to show you guys while I was doing my makeup. You can see this like a little patchiness here, but it's literally, it's not, well, it's not, that's not, this part's not the primer. I'll talk about the primer in a second, but it's from the freaking cream highlighter, and I've been trying with this Saie highlighter, but every time I use it, it literally pulls up my cream blush, or if I'm wearing powders accidentally and I wanted to try this, it pulls up everything underneath. I don't know how people use this or why people like it, but it's, to me, it's pissing me off, honestly. Like, I might have to just wear it without makeup, but like, that's rare that I would do all that. I just don't understand. So, anyway. Just fix it a little, but I did notice too that, so I only put like kind of foundation in the center of my face. I did notice though that when I was putting my cream blush, this is the Milani Cheek Kiss, like I've never had any issues with this. When I was putting, oh my gosh, when I was putting it on originally, it was like sticking in certain places, and my guess is that's where like the foundation didn't fully cover the primer. So I'm gonna go ahead and guess that, like, I assume that some products will stick to the primer in certain ways, so you just have to be careful where you put your makeup on top. But it's just like the Milk makeup or like the e.l.f., you know, the really tacky primers that everyone knows and loves, that, you know, if you put it in the wrong place or you miss a spot, whatever, it's gonna be weird and tacky. So just be careful that way. Like, assuming it's not a deal breaker or anything like that, but just a heads up, like, don't just kind of rush it. You gotta like take your time a little bit, look at your makeup before you leave the house, and then you're good to go, honestly. But literally, I'm obsessed with this makeup, and honestly, like, obviously, not obviously, but a lot of these products obviously I use a lot, but I'm like, truly, they look gorgeous. You'd think I'd put on my all my illuminating primers at once. I'm just going with the Jaclyn pressed powder. All the stuff that I used also will be down below, but like I use like my Rare Beauty bronzer stick, like that blended beautifully on top. of the stuff, so I think it was just the spot of the blush that there wasn't that much foundation. But my lips look juicy and plump and like, oh my gosh, like I just applied it right now. That's what it looks like. All right, so I just added some powder blush. I'm gonna add one more spray of the setting spray. As it's drying down, I can feel it on my eyelids because it definitely has like a tack to it. What I was gonna say too is that like, I know they said before makeup, but like in all fairness, their marketing team decided it was acceptable to call it a setting spray instead of like a primer spray. So we're gonna use it as a setting spray. That's not on me. They done did that. But honestly, my skin looks really, really good, really set, really beautiful, really like glowy, but not glowy, like very plump. I guess I can see why they call it plump, because what is the other word for it? It's like not glowy because it's not shimmer or shine or iridescent. It's not really like that. It's like this glowing goddess kind of vibe, but like, oh, like, you know, the sun, like the glow of the sun. It's like that. So what do you call that? It's just this natural plump that is delicious, and I like it. I like it a lot. So we're gonna wear it all day, see how it lasts all day. I'm gonna do some other things to my makeup, but we don't need to be here for that. So let's just get on. First, we have to do a clip in natural lighting, and oh my god, my skin looks so good. We look so alive, awake, really plump and juicy, and I'm about it. I like it so far. I did notice I did spray a little bit of my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist because my skin was looking a little dry, and my skin has been struggling like really with this dryness so hard, and so I felt like I probably should have known that and put on more hydrating primer underneath the NYX, but it's okay. Normally, if I was doing my makeup normally, that's what I would do. I'd put a hydrating primer underneath the NYX, then go in with the NYX and that kind of stuff. So just so you know, if you're someone who's a dry skin guy like me, it's not literally hydrating. Like, it's not literally hydrating. It just gives this like, you know, lifelike look, but it's not hydrating. So I would say go in with the hydrating setting spray. Like, I could have finished with one instead of the NYX, but so I just added the Morphe on top, just so I didn't, because I didn't want to sway my opinion on it because my skin was so dry. It's my skin's problem, not really the NYX products, because they're not claiming to be hydrating. So there's that. Also, my nose is just going to get worse and worse throughout the day, which is normal. My nose is running, stuffy, it's allergies, and I don't have any allergy medicine right now. So anyway, yes, another au natural what is the word, natural lighting update, but it's been like 3 hours, and honestly my makeup doesn't even look like it's been 3 hours, which normally, like, obviously, you know, the good products, your makeup doesn't look like it's worn after 3 hours, so it's really it's doing good, but I still look like fresh and plump, and like my makeup literally has not moved a bit. So I mean, I'm really excited. I'm impressed so far. So again, we'll wear it till the end of the night. I put it on at like 8:30 this morning, and now it's like 11:30, so we'll see how long we wear it for. We'll see. By the way, I'm trying the new e.l.f. Not the new e.l.f., but it's one of the e.l.f. Inner corner highlighters, and this is in the shade Champagne Glam, I think it's called. It's like a pinky, or it's more champagne, but it's so freaking pretty. But like, look at this. There's nothing on my finger. It's so funny, because like I went to go, like, they're a little bit uneven. Like, honestly, I think the vibe is fine, but like I was gonna like smooth it out, and it literally did not go anywhere, and I don't remember the other one being like that. I don't know if they're different, but I don't know. This one, I don't know. They dry down, which makes sense because they don't move. They're no budge, but this one to me seems a little bit more like, I don't know, sturdy. I don't know. But anyway, bye. Oh my gosh, I forgot what time it is. I think it's like 8:30. And here is my makeup. Honestly, if I didn't like just lay down on the couch or whatever, I think it would look pretty good, because even when I checked earlier, it looked really good, and I'm kind of impressed because my makeup looks really good. Like, if I added like a little bit more blush, I could go for a few more hours, honestly. So I'm impressed. I really think it did add, this primer really did something. And so I think, like, if you're someone who's interested, try the mini. If you already know you need it in your life, get the full size. I really like the lip product too. After the first time I didn't feel anything, the second and the times after that, it started to like tingle a little bit. My lips felt like they were like almost tightening, but I could feel it on my lips. So I don't know. I'll keep you posted on that one. And then what was the other product? The spray was nice too. I would prefer, I like the spray. I mean, I think that like it's, like if it's not a setting spray, then I don't want it, you know? And then the concealer is really good as well too, because like wearing it as a foundation, it lasted so long. So I'm really excited. That's it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know, do you have it? Are you gonna get it now? What are your thoughts? Tell me all the juicy tea below. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.